Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing the new TM27 form, and I'm going to go ahead and throw that up on the screen. I'm going to have a look at it myself here. I'm going to go ahead and throw that up on screen. Again, it's the TM27, the form for aliens to notify their change of address if different from that stated on their arrival card. So as we noted in a prior video, the TM28 has come to an end. It's no longer part of the overall framework of immigration. So the TM28 form is a thing of the past. And that is pursuant to, and I'm quoting from a translation that we have from the Immigration Department's official website. This is an English language translation. The title is Regulation of Royal Thai Police on Notification of Changing Residence, Moving, Traveling to any province, and staying there longer than 24 hours, and notification of staying in the kingdom longer than 90 days of an alien who has been granted a permission to temporarily stay in the kingdom. So, moving forward, the form letter, and going to Section 5 of this regulation, quoting directly, the form of letter of notification and receipt of notification are prescribed as per the attachment in this regulation. And again, we will go ahead, we'll put that up. That's this attachment. So that's the new form. And to be clear, as we noted in our prior video, TM28 is done. It is a thing of the past. You're not dealing with TM28 anymore. Now we have TM27. And more importantly, we have a new regulatory framework associated with TM27 because the TM27 is a product of these new regulations. Now this is interesting. Subsection 6, notifications for 2.2 and 2.3 do not apply to an alien permitted to temporarily stay in the kingdom for purposes as follows. So let's go back to 2.2 and 2.3. They say notification of moving residents shall be notified the police officer at the local police station where the alien stays within 24 hours from the time of moving out. There's more there, but I'm going to skip ahead because that's the relevant meat of that. 2.3, if traveling to any province and staying there longer than 24 hours, such alien shall notify the police officer at the local police station within 48 hours from the time of arrival. So, for purposes of TM27, it's this 24-hour reporting requirement. However, as noted, the form of letter of notification and receipt of notification are prescribed as per the attachment in this regulation. Notifications for 2.2 and 2.3 do not apply to an alien permitted to temporarily stay in the kingdom for the purposes as follows. And let's go through this. 6.1, diplomatic or consular mission. 6.2, performing official duties. 6.3, tourism. Big deal there. 6.4, sporting. 6.5, business. 6.6, investment under the concurrence of the relevant ministry and department. 6.7, investment or activity relating to the investment subject to the provision of law and investment promotion. That's like BOI. 6.8, transit journey. 6.9, being a person in charge of conveyance or crew of conveyance, entering through a port, station, or locality in the kingdom. 6.10, study and observation. That's your ED visas. 6.11, mass media. That's media visas. 6.12, missionary work under the concurrence of relevant ministry and department. 6.13, scientific research or teaching practice in a research or an educational institute in the kingdom. 6.14, skilled craftsmen or specialists. 6.15, parents, spouses, or children under patronage and being part of a household of an alien who temporarily stays in the kingdom for the purposes of all of the above. So basically the household of anybody related thereto. 6.16, alien who is a parent, spouse, or child under patronage and being part of a household of a Thai national or Thai permanent resident stays in the kingdom for supporting or receiving support from the said Thai national or Thai permanent resident. So presumably Thai marriage visas that would apply to, as well as those living with a parent who might be a Thai national or someone who is the child, or I should say someone who has Thai children that may not have Thai nationality, but their children are Thai nationals. This new TM27 will not apply to them. 6.17, performing duty for state enterprise or public charitable organizations. 6.18, elderly person entering for retirement purpose. So retirement visas are specifically exempt under this provision. 6.19, person who used to have Thai nationality entering or visiting relatives or returning to stay in the kingdom. 6.20, alien entering or receiving medical treatment. Trainer entering for training athlete as requested by the government. 6.22, litigant and witness entering for court proceedings. So those folks are going to be exempted from this new TM27 form. Candidly, I cannot for the life of me figure out who exactly is going to have to comply with the TM27 form. It looks to me like TM28 has not only been destroyed, but the new form which has been created, this TM27 form, doesn't seem to particularly apply to anybody. The list of exceptions seems to be quite a bit longer than anyone to whom this might apply to. I guess strictly speaking, you could argue that illegal entrance that TM27 might be a violation stacked on top of illegal entry, failure to notify of an address. But as noted, those who are married, those who have Thai spouse, Thai children, those who are related to a Thai permanent resident living in Thailand, those who are retiring in Thailand, business people, education visas, sports visas, tourists, pretty much all of that is exempted, or it seems from my reading of it, under this new TM27 form. And I think it's safe to say that this 24-hour address notification is effectively a thing of the past for virtually anybody who's here in the kingdom in some sort of non-immigrant status. We're not going to have to deal with this 24-hour address reporting any further. We hope you find our videos insightful. If so, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so that you can receive up-to-date notifications of legal news in Thailand and the United States.